What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Josh Shiro. I'm pissed. I'm not gonna lie. So what was originally supposed to be in this slot right here was supposed to be Cardi B, Am I the Drama reaction / review. Yeah, unfortunately you guys are just getting a review. I tried my best to condense that video as much as I could. I even played it safe. Y'all normally know how I do these things when it comes to reaction videos. I try to give y'all as much as a song that I can legally allow or legally play or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just to give y'all a real feel for the album and the real feel of my reaction. But with this one, I knew going in, yeah, I can't really do that for this. So with an hour-long project, I cut that down to 30 minutes. That is me talking, me giving my thoughts on the song, everything. 30 minutes, and it still got blocked and copyrighted globally. So I'm sorry. I really wanted to give y'all the reaction / review. I can't give it to y'all. I really cannot give it to y'all. But it is now, the next day. I have some additional thoughts on that project. I have another listen under my belt. So here's what I'll say. I walked away from the album liking about 8 to 9 records. Obviously of the new ones, not the ones that I've already heard. And so to me, I thought the project was solid. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was great. I just don't think it was worth 8 years though. But I do think the project is solid. I think she tapped into all the bases that she has to tap into, which is, the outside bass, the rich girl bass, the pop girl bass, the e-news celebrity pop culture. Like, she tapped into everything, and everybody has something for this project. But overall though, I don't think you'll ever be able to live up to Invasion of Privacy, and to me, that's kind of the first issue. It felt like you were trying to chase Invasion of Privacy, but not like in a way where it was like obvious, but it was clear you want all of these songs to be singles. Like when Invasion of Privacy, it felt, obviously looking back, it probably wasn't as organic as we all thought it was, because every song off of that project for the most part was a hit in all demos or in each specific demo. But with this, it was like that Lizzo record was obviously, oh, this is a song that's gonna be played on a TV show or in a movie. That Selena Gomez record, obviously this is for the iHeartRadio pop crowd. That Janet Jackson record, I don't even know what that's for, but honestly, I didn't think it was that good anyway. And then obviously there's the, turn up strip club records that are littered throughout this project. And then there's like the rap / R&B cut that might do well, but me personally, I don't really care for it. But it was clear that this project was trying to recapture that same every song is a hit type of thing. And I don't think it really did that well. Which brings me to my second point of, was this worth the wait? Not really. Look, I like the fact that, you did end up giving us the second project, because if you follow my TikTok, you follow my IG, you know that I'm on record for saying I don't think Cardi B loved being a rapper more than she loved being a celebrity. And I've always felt that way, and I'm going to continue to feel that way, especially because it's 99 writers in the room. And look, this is no diss to Cardi, because it's like for me with the Drake thing, it's like, cool, you have writers, but can those writers perform the record like you? No, so it doesn't matter. I think at this point, 8 years, seeing what you've given us, and trust me, we'll go down the songs and, of what she's given us. But seeing what you've given us, I don't think it was worth the 8 years, and I see why Lauryn Hill gave us 1 and then dipped. Because how do you follow up that? I don't know how you follow that up. And I don't want this to be confused like I'm saying this is a bad project. By all means, this is like a cool 6.5, 7 out of 10 project. But because for me, and y'all know if you saw my tier list video, y'all know I ranked this album, that previous album, Invasion of Privacy, very high, like a 9, 9.5 out of 10. So for me, a 70% is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not bad, but you went from an A+ to a C minus. And the reason why it's a C minus, because number one, an hour and 15 minutes of Cardi B is kind of crazy. And again, it was littered with, singles that we've already heard, like Imaginary Players, Outside, WAP, and you know what I'm saying? So we've already heard those records. The songs that I really disliked, man, I really hated. When I tell y'all in my reaction, I skipped these songs. I skipped the hell out of the Lizzo song. That was never gonna get played in my ears. I skipped the hell out of that Selena Gomez song because that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star ass beat was off. I skipped the Janet Jackson record because I'm cool. I didn't care for it. And then there was 3 other songs that I skipped, which brings me into the next portion and really the main portion of this video, which is everybody that she dissed. So I'm gonna start with Offset because she dedicated 3 songs to Offset. I understand that you have to talk about Offset. I get it. I understand that you have to acknowledge Stephon Diggs at some point. I get it. But let me tell you something. I just don't care. I don't think Cardi B is the caliber of artist for me where you can get into your sappy, introspective love bag and I'm gonna buy in. I don't look at you that way. I'm not here for that. I don't care for it. And it's not to say that there's not people out there that enjoy that or wanted to hear from that. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I will always respect the artist for making their feelings and turning it into art. You know what I'm saying? Except that D4, except that guy. Nah, we ain't. But I'm always gonna respect the artist for, you know what I'm saying, telling her story in the music. It's not that I'm condemning her for telling her story in the music. It's just me personally, I just don't really care to hear it. And it's not even just her. I didn't care to hear it from Offset either. In fact, if I'm being honest, I don't care to hear it from 85% of the field when it comes to rappers. I just don't really care for that type of stuff. Like if you're not a melodic rapper or you're not an R&B singer or something in the middle like that, or you're not the caliber of artist like a Drake, like a Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, whatever, where it invokes an emotion out of me. I can buy into it. You're just that good of a storyteller, whatever. She's not that. And so for me, unfortunately, I box Cardi B. I have. And that's just me. I don't go to Cardi B for that. I'm never going to Cardi B for that. And I'm never going to go to Cardi B for that. And so with that, the 3 Offset records got skipped. That Stephon Diggs record absolutely got skipped. I'm not listening to you talk about how you holding this nigga's dick up while you, I don't like my nigga. Nah. But yeah, nah. Second person that probably got dissed. Yeah, I didn't catch it in real time, but JT. So I'm still unfamiliar with this beef. I don't know what it's about. Apparently JT came at her first. I don't know. But let me tell you something. If this means we get a Cardi B JT back and forth, oh, I absolutely be here for that. Let me tell you, y'all know me. Y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. And I like the record a lot. I did like that. That was one of the songs that I really enjoyed. That beat was hard. She was talking that, you know what I'm saying? But in the real time, I was like, I wonder who she's talking about. And I didn't catch all the bars until later on. And I'm like, oh, crazy. Like she's talking about something, Brenda had a baby, look at it. Like she was going crazy. Talking about her and her man share purses and that her man wants dildos. You know what I'm saying? Just going nutty. And again, I don't know if JT spoke about, you know, Offset and Cardi. And I'm not really well versed in this beef. But the third person that happened to get this was really because of her straight is Uzi in this. And it's really just by affiliation. I'm not gonna lie. And yes, she was doing the gay baiting thing. Your man is gay. Your man is blah, blah, blah. Your man not really a man. Wop de wop. Blah, 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 blah. All the natural insults that you would obviously have to throw at JT. I just think, you know, from an outsider's perspective, you know, just for JT to accept Uzi for who Uzi is, he holds it down. They really have no public, well, they have like one, but like other than that, they have no public spats. They are obviously in love. If I'm Cardi B, I'm sorry. We're talking about your relationship track history. I wouldn't really question what they got going on in their relationship. They look straight. They look fine. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, if you're Cardi B, those are the obvious low-hanging fruit disses that you have to throw. Like, you have to throw the gauge stuff in there. Like, it has to happen. Because, you know, this is girl beef. They're going to be messy. This is what it is. And again, like I said, for like the 5th time, I don't know where the beef stemmed from. But if JT got crazy on her at one point, then hey, bro, go off. But all I'm saying is, hey, Uzi, chill out, bro. Just let your girl handle this, bro. Please just let your girl handle this. Cardi don't need that, bro. Cardi don't need that, yo. She don't need you to, yo. Please, bro. Just. I'm asking you, yo, brothers. Please don't do that. Please don't do that to her. But the fourth person that got dissed, or well, this is more alleged, is Nicki Minaj. So again, this is another one that I didn't catch in real time. I was hearing it, but I was like, I don't really know who she's talking to. I don't know what this gun is pointing at. But obviously, the internet is going to associate all those bars of, oh, you nice in person, but behind closed doors, you really hate me for blah, 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 all that other stuff. Of course, they're going to associate that with Nicki Minaj. I don't know from what. I don't know where they've been at, where they've been cool and cute. Last time I checked, she threw a shoe at her. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that was really about, but the internet is saying, yo, that's towards Nicki, this is towards Nicki. Look, bro, if we're gonna continue this feud of who's the queen of rap thing 10 years later, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care for it. But if you follow my TikTok, you would know that I at least mentioned Nicki Minaj's name as somebody that I'd rather hear you diss. Because the next person and the final person that I know for sure got dissed or allegedly got dissed is Beia. So, like I mentioned, if you follow my TikTok, you follow my Instagram, you would know that I have gone on basically a kind of a tirade on why you should not be dissing Beia of all people. And I'd rather y'all go watch the full video to really understand my full thoughts, right? But I'm gonna play a small clip here from the reaction that I was gonna give y'all that basically kind of summarizes my initial thoughts.
Name 5 Beia songs gonna point into your head. Bow, I'm dead. The melatonin flow pun.
A Beia diss in 2025, bro. Oh, we fuck y'all, man. Yo, a Beia diss in 2025, bro. We gotta be kidding me, right? Like, yo, you for real, bro? Yo, you for real? Yo, Cardi, is you for real? This is the equivalent of when Eminem decided on a random day, I'ma diss MGK. Are we serious, bro? Again, another Beia diss? Another one? The first one wasn't enough for you? Because I like the first one. These bitches wouldn't want to be a, I like that bar. That was hard. That was tough. Leave it alone. Nobody knows Beia outside of that J. Cole song. Leave her alone. Yo, dog. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? We punching down. Yo, like, this is way worse than punching down. This is like, you gotta put 3 bionic arms on you to get all the way down there to punch. What are we doing? Like, seriously, what if nobody on your team said, hey, why the fuck are you worried about Beia in 2025? Nobody said that to you? You waited 8 years to drop your album and you're giving Beia a diss? I'd rather you diss Nicki Minaj. I swear to God. Cause bro, what is this, dog? We are in 2025. Stop. Bro, this is like when Drake started dissing Joe Budden. Nigga, we are in 2025. Stop. We gotta stop. We have to stop. What does that accomplish? Realistically, what does this accomplish? Like, is this your way of trying to, is this like the label's way of trying to put over Beia? Like, is this their next gateway to make Beia a star? Because let me tell you something. Beia isn't that talented to hold up to it. She's not. I have one Beia song on my playlist. You want to know why? It's because J. Cole absolutely smoked the song. Like, stop it, dog. Stop. For real. That just pissed me off, bro. 2025 and we giving Beia a diss on your album that we waited 8 years for. Stop it. I'd rather you diss somebody else, bro. Anybody else, bro. Beia, might as well diss Lord or something. Like, somebody more interested in Beia. Please. She's boring as hell as it is as a rapper. I don't want to, like, this made me want to skip. I'm skipping to the next song, bro. That just blew the shit out of me, bro. Next song is Better Than You, featuring Cash Cobain. And so what's crazy is I caught a lot of flack for those comments, right? Because a lot of people were like, well, Beia came after her kids first, and Beia was coming strong for like 3 years, whoop-de-woo. I already knew about the Beia disses. yada yada, right? That's cool. My whole point was, you already gave her a little line, and like, what was it, Sunday? So you gave her a little line, and I think it was Put It On The Flow. You know what I'm saying? Or some song. I forget what it was. But she gave it a little line. And for me, I'd have liked this move a whole lot better if this was like, I'm not even going to give you the acknowledgement of being on my album, being named on my sequel album to Invasion of Privacy. I'm going to give you a YouTube Lucy. You're not even going to get the dignification of being on my album. That only is reserved for Nicki Minaj. That only is reserved for JT. Real hitters. Not Beia. And that was my biggest problem. It's like, yo, dog, if we really being honest, the last time maybe 100,000 people have seen Beia was on DDG stream. That should let you know, big dog, you shouldn't be dissing Beia. Because who the fuck knows Beia? Like, that was my whole point. Who knows Beia? Nobody. I only know her from that J. Cole song. But other than that, I couldn't name you 4 Beia records. And what's crazy is your opening bar was name 5 Beia songs. That should let you know again, you shouldn't be dissing Beia. But overall though, I couldn't really care for the Beia diss. That song also got skipped as well. Cause I'm not about to listen to you diss a nigga that gets like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we not doing that, bro. You're Cardi B, bro. We not doing that, bro. That is punching so down, bro. And I get it. She was dissing your kids. She has some notoriety. She's trying to get some clout off of you, but you don't feature that person on your album. That's all I'm saying. When it comes to like Drake, when it comes to him punching down and dissing down to some niggas, he not gonna feature you on the album. He gonna pop up on a feature. Kendrick Lamar do the same thing. Jay-Z would do the same thing. A lot of these other big name rappers, they not gonna do it on their shit. They gonna do it on somebody else's shit. I'm gonna get my shit off on somebody else's record. Cause like, nah, you not, no. Or I'm gonna get off on a little YouTube Lucy regular single that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, bro, we even saw Tyler, the Creator, literally diss Playboi Carti on the clips. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that type of stuff. But I'm not going to acknowledge you on my own project. Hell no. You ain't getting the room for that. Hell no. And Playboi Carti is a way bigger name than Beia. And he didn't even give him that respect, bro. So nah, you by being as disrespectful as you was into this, because there were a lot of funny lines into this, I ain't gonna lie, but you giving her that spotlight on your second project. If I'm Beia, I won. Look, this might destroy her career at the end, so this might be a long-term loss, but short-term, I won. I just got on your second album of, like, what? Come on, dog. That's all I'm saying. But overall, though, it's a solid project. It was a solid project. I don't really have too many, like, crazy gripes other than the ones I just listed, but the songs that I like, you know, the song with Cash Cobain, I absolutely loved. I absolutely loved that song. Song with Kehlani, I love. Every Time, Trophies, Hello was great. I didn't really care for the intro. The intro was cool, but it wasn't better than the last one. But Hello being a follow-up to that was great. Obviously, Magnet, which was the JT diss, was great. There is tracks on here that I'm going to walk away with being very satisfied. I just think that in the middle of the great tracks that I like or really like a lot is the duds, and that's what kind of steers me away. But the highs for me are high, but the lows and the songs I just could have did without because I just don't really care to hear that are just in a different category. But overall though, it's solid. It is worth the listen. I'm not gonna be one of those random, you know what I'm saying, incel niggas that be like, oh, it's Cardi B, ew. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I fuck with Cardi heavy. Y'all go give it a listen. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Josh Hero. We out.